I've been to car shows until midnight before, but I've never been to one at 5:30 in the morning. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the silly channel. It is 5:30 in the morning and I'm in Myrtle Beach. Why am I not asleep? Because I want to be like Usain Bolt. I want to be in the record books. This is going to be the world record attempt, and we'll find out at the end of the video if we made it or not, for the largest Mustang parade in the world. Belgium did one with about 1,300 cars. I think it's unofficial though. I don't think they did something right. So they're trying to get this thing right. The logistics of putting something like this on are absolutely insane, but it's 5:30 in the morning and Mustangs are already lining up. We've got to roll out and go right at 2 miles to make it official, and expecting 1,400 cars, I guess. So they are lining up now. This should be crazy. The guys who put this on, RTR Racing, good props to them for doing this. Already met up with some of my yellow Mustang crowd. That was pretty fun. Talk with them, see some Fox bodies, a little bit of everything gonna be here, so this should be absolutely fun. And they're pulling in, as you can see, they still rolling in here. Mustang people are crazy, and some of these people didn't get to bed till midnight from what I hear. They were out partying all night at retro meets and other meets. We got rain coming in, so maybe I can get some good footage. We'll see about that. I might have to do in-car footage, but we're gonna try our best to see what this is all about. I mean, this is something completely different than what I normally do, but hey, why not? I'm here. It's easy. Let's do it. I've been to car shows until midnight before, but I've never been to one at 5:30 in the morning. It's a first for everything, but it's like they're staging in nicely. Hopefully we can get the number needed to break the record. Check out this rare bird.
No, we bought this and he said, we ain't sold it in 31 years, we ain't gonna sell it. I was like,
it appears it's now daylight out here, and it appears there was enough people registered to break all kinds of records, including the unofficial record. The official record's 900 something. They give out over 1,000 stickers, so they can do it if everybody shows up who's got a sticker. So we will see. Still pending. Let's look at some more cars over here. The official, got some guys right there that are official counters and the Mustang Week staff. Yep, this is it. We're going to make a great big loop around Broadway at the beach, and by the time we get back around, there'll probably still be cars trying to pull out, so hopefully the count will work. We've already been around the place one whole turn, almost 2 whole turns. I'm sure cars are still pulling out of the parking lot. That's what it looks like there. There's what it looks like behind me. And we're too wide going through here. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. guys, they are still rolling out over there. These people have not even been through the first time. I went around the place twice one way and once back the other, 1.5. They're still coming out. I'm hoping we broke the record. That'd be awesome. But it's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close, but that is a bunch of Mustangs. I mean a bunch of cars, and this ain't everybody who signed up. This ain't everybody who's in Myrtle Beach. So if we try this again, everybody who's in Myrtle Beach in a Mustang needs to come and do this. Because it is it's fun, it's cool. We don't want no foreign countries taking over our Guinness records. All right, every car has pulled out. And they're all getting back in here. Sad news, did not set the record. Only 566 cars showed up out of 1,300 that registered. Would have broke all the records of any country, but it didn't show up. There's 3 reasons why. It was early, and a bunch of people probably partied too hard last night. It's raining. Some people will not drive their car in the rain. And the word didn't get out, obviously, like it should have. There's still people just showed up and asked me, where did they register at? And I'm like, it's over. But anyway, there it is. It was worth a shot. It was fun. I appreciate everybody who watched, tuned in for this here. We'll try again next year, I guess, or somewhere else. Okay, this is next day after the attempt happened. And I want to add a few more reasons why it didn't get broken. I ran into the guy, Todd Smith, who tried to help do this, put on the Guinness attempt, and the rain was bad. It was early. A lot of people didn't like that, but 1,300 people knew that time. And I was looking at the Facebook comments, and me and him were talking about some of the comments that were made, and it's too early, you know, I'm on vacation. I saw people this morning lined up at like 7 o'clock waiting to get into the car show area. So weren't too early for that, I guess, you know. And this is my Karen moment. Here it comes. I'm going to say, if you signed up, just show up. You know, my dad always told me a man's only as good as his word. And I know the rain scared off some people. Some people will not drive their car in the rain, and I'm fine with that. That would have cut back about 100. But from what they are guessing, we still could have beat the official record is the Mexico record at 9:10, and that is an official Guinness record. Thing with Guinness is you have to be very precise. Guinness is not going to say, you know, well, how many did you have? We need that video evidence, and you have the checkpoint was set up at the very beginning of the parade, right where the guy putting the show on pulled right out of there and went right by the checkpoint. There was an auditor standing on each side of the road right there. They both had phones, and they were clicking, click, click, every time a car went by. And at the end of it, I was there, right there, when the last car came pulling out the parking lot, and I could see the frowns in their faces. I said, well, we didn't beat it, you know. It is what it is. And both of the ladies, it was 2 lady auditors there that were the official auditors, approved the way Guinness had it approved, which it has to be. Guinness is very particular. You're not going to bring 1,400 cars and have them joining in halfway through a spot over here or there. You have to go by a certain point according to the Guinness rules. So this is a very particular thing that has to be done. And there were cars that showed up that they saw in the video went around 2 or 3 times, but it didn't go through there. And there was one car that went by the checkpoint 3 or 4 times, because I was talking with him. He said they went back, watched the video, and they did the count, make sure the auditors got it right, and the auditors were dead on. Every car that went by once by that point was counted, and it ended up being 566. They recognized a couple cars that tried to come through there twice, and they said no, because you went out, you went around, you never came back in through that checkpoint again until every car's pulled out. Guinness was very particular about the way this thing has to be done, because Mexico did it right. So they're saying you've got to do it right, or we're not just going to say, well, we knew there was about 1,400 plus. That's not a record, 1,400 plus. There's no Guinness Book Plus record. It is the record. It has to be an actual statistic, a true statistic. So the rain, you know, yeah, it was early. Broadway at the Beach give them the opportunity to use that parking lot up until 9 o'clock. So you can't start riding at 9 when the businesses start open, because now you're blocking the entranceways to the entire Broadway at the Beach complex, and you're blocking off parking lots with all the cars going round and round. So you can't do it after 9. It has to be done and over with by 9 o'clock, so the businesses are not hampered, or else it just weren't going to happen. So some people said, well, you should have got the police to come in and escort you down a certain route. Myrtle Beach, the traffic's crazy out here, y'all. I mean, especially during Mustang week. You can't just do this thing. If you do that and you want the cops to escort it, you can do it, and it's going to cost. And then people are going to be mad. Well, I had to pay $5. I don't think I should have to pay to try and be, in a parade. So you're going to have people fussing there. So trying to do it for free. The man did it for free, and a lot of people just didn't show up. Some said they partied so hard. I saw people there that I know were at the at Myrtle's Inlet partying at the bars down there at the retro meet till some of them said they got home about 1, and they still got up at 6 o'clock and got their car out there. So there's that. There's an excuse every day. There's just an excuse for every day of the week. Some people didn't have peanut butter, that's why they didn't show up. There's an excuse for everything, but it just didn't work. It was raining, it was early. He said he's going to try and do it next year, and he told me I could say this next year after Broadway at the beach closes down, and that will be the better option, because there's always cars out there and they always get run off at 9 o'clock because the business doesn't want them there, because people keep spinning wheels and revving up and being children instead of being grown adults trying to enjoy Mustang Week. They keep giving Mustang Week a bad name. If you're out here on the strip, I'm right here at the strip. Last night at 11:30, there were people spinning wheels and doing burnouts at 11:30 at night, and you've got all these people from all around the world come here to vacation. And what do they see? They can't go to sleep, and they look out the window, and what do they see? 15 Mustangs running around doing burnouts, giving burnouts a bad name. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. That should not happen. But I know some kids are going to be kids. Grown-ups will be grown-ups, kids will be kids. So just remember, eyeballs are on you, and if you give Mustang a bad name, if Mustang Week gets shut down, Myrtle Beach is never allowed to have it again. Don't say that it's because the cops were so tough or because of this, that, and the other. It's because the Mustang owners disrespected the properties. So that's it. I'm not going to rant about that anymore. Guinness wants it done right. Everybody, next year, maybe we can get it Broadway at the beach after it closes. That will be so awesome, because everybody be awake. There'll be no excuse about being awake. Maybe it won't be raining, and maybe we'll have fun, and we will beat everybody else's record. Another country owns the record for the most Mustangs in a parade, and we here in America have freedoms and Mustangs galore. There's 4,000 of them running around right now outside my window. I look out right now and I see 3 go by. So yeah, we're gonna breed it next year. Let's do that. Let's beat the record next year. Everybody, do everything right. Make sure you stage correctly. Don't show up late. If you do show up late, go to the back end of the line and still get in that parade, and I think you can still be counted. But they need that registration number. You need to make sure you got that registration number before you leave from the man who put it on, whoever that might be next year. Make sure you get that number, because that's what makes it official. You can't just show up and ride through and say, yep, I was part of the biggest Mustang gathering, because the biggest Mustang gathering happening Saturday at Myrtle Beach. That's going to be the cruise in. That's way bigger than the parade. But there's no way to shut down the streets during daytime. Myrtle Beach police already said it ain't going to happen. They're not going to do it. So you're just going to have to show up wherever it is, work with the people. I appreciate everybody who watched to the end. I appreciate you listening to my rant. I'm done. God bless you all. Stay tuned for the next video. I still got plenty more in the can that I'm still editing. Peace.